Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine.
Hello there and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Daphne. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. We are going to be in my front yard, and in a recent video, about 2 videos back, I asked you guys suggestion if you thought I should remove these 2 juniper trees from my front entryway. And I have to say, almost 100% of you that left a comment said that you wanted me to remove them, which at that point I definitely did agree. I felt that the trees were overwhelming the space, but there were 2 of you, one that didn't want to make a suggestion until you saw the full area, and then the one of you actually gave me the suggestion, which I'm doing today, to prune this tree all the way back and see how it looks after I prune it back. So I'm taking your advice before I decide to dig it up and transplant it, because I've been looking all throughout my yard to see where I can transplant it, and potentially I can move one of them to the backyard, but I just don't have the space for both of them, and they are absolutely beautiful trees, so I do want to make sure that I'm able to utilize them. So that's why today I took this early Saturday morning to just come out and just prune and reshape, and then also get rid of the needle castings that happens each summer. And I have to say, I absolutely was surprised at how the trees turned out. So I hope that you guys will enjoy this video, because I definitely enjoyed the time that I spent outside on this day. So this is how the first tree turned out. As you can see, I really limbed up the bottom and I really shaped it. You can see the difference between the tree on the left and the right, and I think that it is drastically different. What I realized while I was doing this is that I needed to free up all of the space towards the bottom of the porch. And once I was able to remove all of that bulky vegetation, it actually made the space look so much more airy. So I just really want to thank you guys. Each time that I ask for your suggestions, you guys really outpour and really give me, suggestions that I really take to heart and I really think about. And I am just so thankful for this community that we have created here, and how invested you guys are in each and every video and project that I share. So I just wanted to thank you so much for joining me today. So now I have already limbed up and also took care of all of the needle castings. If you can see all of the brown castings at the bottom, all of that was towards the center trunk. So this happens every summer on evergreens. It's just the way that they can just get rid of all of the spent vegetation, because they are evergreens. They also have to get rid of like the old needles that have accumulated. So that's the way that they're able to do it, is they just cast off. And I physically had to like remove all of this brown needle cast because it'll just stay in place. And with like heavy winds or any type of like disruption, then it'll start falling. But if not, it'll just stay there, and it's unsightly to see that on your tree. I know last summer I thought that the tree was dying, and then I looked it up and I realized exactly what was going on. So each year I'm just going to try to make sure that I clean it off midsummer on a nice cool day like today. And it just looks amazing after you're finished. So thank you guys for all of the support, for everyone that went over to my indoors channel, Daphne's Indoor Living. This is the video from last week. I'm also doing this week, which at 3 o'clock. This video that you're watching is released at 6 o'clock, but I always release my indoor video at 3 o'clock. So it's going to be linked in the description. You can check it out. It's going to be a entryway makeover. And I'm still putting my home back together after the construction that we most recently had. So if you're interested in home decor, indoor, motivation, make sure that you head over to Daphne's Indoor Living. It's going to be linked in the description. So thanks so much for your support. I just want to invite you, if you haven't already subscribed and you are enjoying what you're seeing, I encourage you to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. I upload videos every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I absolutely love sharing my mini projects that I do each week. And if you are enjoying this video, leave me a plant emoji down in the comment section. If you want to, you can introduce yourself. Let me know where you're watching from and what growing zone you're in. I am from New York and I grow in zone 7A, and the weather has been absolutely amazing. Over this Saturday, it was in the mid 80s and the sun was shining, and I was really enjoying myself with all the projects that I was doing in my front yard. So I have really been enjoying this cedar mulch blend that I picked up at Lowe's. This is a local blend and it doesn't have any dyes. It's really natural and I absolutely love the brown color. I feel that it's very healthy for the soil and I definitely plan on switching over all of my beds over to a more natural mulch. So I'm just putting down a nice thick layer underneath these juniper trees so that they can just really be shaded and really thrive and just look amazing, because fresh mulch means everything in the landscaping. So as I mentioned in the about 2 videos back, I am going to be doing artificial turf here in the front yard. So that's why I stopped watering and my grass basically is gone dormant. And in the next month, I'm going to be starting the preparation to be able to lay down the artificial turf, and I cannot wait to get started. In the meanwhile, what I'm doing is just getting rid of the weeds that are growing up in between these pavers. I absolutely love my hardscape. This is a beautiful paver herringbone pattern, but I do need to make sure that I put in additional polymer sand so that I can avoid having the weeds coming through. So I just showed you a close-up video of how the front lower steps look. Now, in the beginning of the spring, we did the top 3 steps on the porch, and we stained them the slate stain from Bear, the same stain that I've been using on all of my hardscape throughout the landscape. And I decided that I would tackle these last set of stairs that I didn't do earlier, and we're going to be using the slate color in solid, and I love it. I am so glad that I switched over to the solid color instead of the semi-transparent, because I only really have to do 1 coat to get full coverage, but I do go in with 2 coats to just make sure that I'm covering everything and getting the richest possible color. So before we start staining, I am just sweeping and blowing off all of the stairs here. We did have a windstorm yesterday, so a lot of debris blew, and as you can see, a lot of the tree pods, because we have maple trees up above, they just blew all over the front of the yard. So I had to make sure that I cleaned all of that up. And I just went and got the deck brush, and I have some bleach and some dish soap inside of the bucket and some warm water, and we're just going to clean down the surface, and then we're going to go in and we're going to stain. So I just wanted to show a before, and then we're going to go into the after. Now at the end of the video, I'm going to be showcasing a couple of projects that we recently did. So if you haven't watched those videos, the playlist is going to be linked in the description so you can check them out. I will say my goodbyes now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed. I absolutely love the way that these stairs turned out. If you did also, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. I will see you back here next Sunday. And until then, have a blessed day.